Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Just a little word. All of my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant. So whether you are a sun, moon or rising Aries, this is for you. And obviously I always advise everybody to look at their lives and see how these actually speak to you according to whether this is your sun, your moon or your ascendant sign. If you're already a continued subby of mine, you know I love you for it. And if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. So before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, for your key to the week, you have the Star card. This is hope, optimism and joy. And this week you could be getting a glimpse into your own personal future, and something this week is going to start to make sense to you, right? And for a lot of you, I actually feel like this is what I would consider not necessarily like the end of the difficult times, but it's definitely you're going to be able to see why you've had a certain experience, why it is that you have had to put up with something for so long. And this is where you're going to see literally like the light at the end of the tunnel, but more importantly you're going to really be able to make sense of why this happened, and you're going to be able to pull the wisdom out of it. So whatever comes up this week, whatever you are observing over the course, about or over the course of your life, just know that there is a hidden gem or a gem of wisdom in there for you. Now, just before we get into your next few sections, I have a new channel. It is called ReyLaxation and it's completely dedicated to meditations and guided visualizations. If you're into that kind of thing, or you said you'd do more of it this year, hit the link in the description box below. So for your actions and options, you have the 10 of Cups. This is beautiful, right? And coupled with that Star card, this week, this is about you leveraging the power of social media in order to bring something home, right? So whether this is you've got a book, whether there's something that you want to share with the world, whether this is, maybe you've decided there's an online course that you want to do, something this week, you are able to use the internet or social media to your best advantage, which I actually really like for you, because in a lot of ways it suggests that you're bringing the outside in, but you're doing this in a way that is truly beneficial for you. This is, I mean, the 10 of Cups in the actions and options, this is about what you do, right? So this is not you waiting for a wish for it to be fulfilled. This is you literally getting on your damn horse and saying, that's cool, I'm not going to wait for my dreams to come to me, I'm going to go straight out there and get them. You are proactive and you are social this week. And yes, obviously if you're here in the UK, yeah, we're still in lockdown. I know in Canada has just gone into theirs as well, as just about to. So wherever you are, right, this is literally you saying, right, okay, well, I might not be able to do it physically, but I can find a way around that. That's Aries energy at its best, right? So for your communications and conversations, you have the Page of Swords. So there is, look at this, there's online meetings, online groups. This could be you starting a group or joining a tribe or creating a tribe in some way, shape or form. There's a lot of familial kind of energy here. Now, not everybody that is our blood is our family, and not everybody that is our friend is just our friend, right? Sometimes it's the other way around. I like to see it as like your friends, as they say, are the family that you choose. And being an Aquarian, obviously that's, that's got a little bit of me in it, which I absolutely love. Communications are going to be good this week, but they take a very formal sort of maybe more formal energy on this week than you are maybe used to. Now, one of the things that you need to be aware of as well, the Page of Swords coupled with the Star card is literally the time of Aquarius, and we are coming into Aquarius season this week, right? So pay attention this week, because it's going to be a good one. So when it comes to for those of you that work for somebody else, this could be you seeking new work or employment. This is as well for some of you, you could be hearing back this week from an application that you've already put out into the world. For those of you that are solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, work for yourself, this is great because there's a sense here of you initiating something, and like I said, you're leveraging the power of your audience to rally behind you. So it doesn't matter whether you only have 5 subscribers or whether you have 5 million. The way that you interact with them is everything. It's crucial this week, so use that to your advantage. And then for those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, the message here is, what do you want to initiate in the world? What do you want to be known for now when it comes to your profession, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your academics? What do you want to be known for, and how do you want to be seen? It's time for you to show up for yourself in that way. For your money and materials, you have the Six of Cups. These are just really beautiful cards. For those of you that may have, and I know for a select few of you Aries, you've definitely had this energy over the last year. There's been a lot of familial kind of clashes and digs. This week could be a much better and easier week for family ties. There could be some mending of rifts this week as well, which is beautiful. Now, when it solely comes, you know, because I know you're like, hey, you said money, get back to it. When it comes to your money and materials and your finances, this week, the Six of Cups is going to see you bringing an old idea back into the fold. Something that maybe was lucrative in the past that you stopped doing for any number of reasons. You could be bringing that back in now. When it comes to money as well, remember you've got the Six of Cups with, and it's coupled with that Ten of Cups. This is about you maybe creating a new revenue stream, or for some of you, creating a brand new niche or lane for you to go in. This is really, really exciting. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be all about your you know, your reproductive system and your, for, you know, don't get into too much detail, but your urinary system and all of that stuff. So this would be something for you to keep an eye on over the course of this week. Now, because I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice. All I can tell you is the energy that comes up, and when we're talking about the body, that's where this card would kind of talk about. Now, what I also want you guys to think about as well, when it comes to your home and your environment, this week there could be a connection or with a sibling of some sort. For some of you, look at this, there's a real sense here of a get-together of some kind. It's only a small gathering, I have to say, which makes sense because of the current times, but there is a real sense here of community or bringing something together. That's just like a real, I think that's the word this week for you guys, is togetherness. There's a really strong sense of that, and it's really lovely to see. So for your love and relations, you have, ooh, the Justice card. That was so over the top. Ooh. All right, so for those of you that are single, this definitely does look like a week where you could connect with somebody online. You could be talking to somebody, you could be meeting with somebody, and like, if I'm honest, this really is very, very new. This is like real preliminary stages. We're looking at flirtation, we're looking at fun, we're looking at, you know, gently teasing each other, all of that kind of stuff, which is lovely. For those of you that are partnered or already in relationships, that Justice card is really nice, especially because it's coming off the back of the Six of Cups. This is about you guys not only getting back to that sort of honeymoon type energy, but it's about you really starting to get back to a place where you actually understand each other. There's a sense here of like, yes, you know what, we used to be one mind, like I just had to look at my other half to know what they were thinking, and they would do the same, or we were always on the same page. And you know, maybe somewhere it's been a bit rocky, you know, the last year for everybody was, for sure, but there's this sense here of getting back to it, right? There's sense of getting back to that space where you just know and understand where the other person is at. And you know, I mean, all in all, I have to say this is a really great week for you guys, even with all of the challenges that we've got. I mean, we're still under a lot of very intense astrology. Also, it's definitely worth noting, Mercury's going to go retrograde this week in the sign of Aquarius, so you know, be aware of that. It's funny as well, isn't it, that you get the Star card, which represents the sign of Aquarius. I think this Mercury retrograde is actually going to be quite kind to you guys. And for those of you that are single, somebody that you are meeting now could end up coming in or end up coming back into the fold or becoming something important to you in the time of Libra, which would be late September going into early October. So keep your eyes peeled. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.